welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today I will be doing a Wip Chat. If you are new here and you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and what that means is that you can bring out your own whips if you want, or you could do other things that you've been needing to do around the household, like chores. You could be cooking, you could just drive around, or you could just sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. Maybe I should start saying whip and ramble. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, with that being said, I hope everyone is doing well today. I apologize for almost the radio silence the last few weeks that I have been haven't really posted anything. I've been sick all last week. I was really out of commission. Like, my kids gave me a nice cold. I was hoping I wasn't getting it, but at a certain point I was like, yep, here it is. And I still have it. I have I still feel, a bit of a weight on my chest. I still feel stuffy. I've still got a cough, but at least I'm not feeling as miserable as I did earlier. I'm doing this downstairs, so the lighting's kind of a little off. It's early morning. Really, I would be doing this yesterday on Monday, but I'm hoping I can get this done today and out today, only because, just the kids are finally in school. I did a bunch of recordings since I was actually feeling good yesterday. I have a little box kitty over here, so it's just perfect timing. It's just perfect timing. You're going to hear me baby talk a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah, right. So I have Nova. She is definitely a box kitten. Rigel, he will go in a box, but it has to be an extremely big box, and I can't really bring those boxes onto the table. You might hear her purr every now and then, especially when I'm petting her. So, oh, isn't that cute? Yes. Anyway, so I am working on magic lessons. Let me pull up the sticker for you. Let's hope she doesn't start batting at things. So let me pull the sticker up for you. So this is from Diamond Art Club. It's from Marilyn. The artist is Marilyn Kazanave, and this is a round canvas. It is about, 20 by 20 inches. I don't remember. And it's 50 by 50 centimeters, somewhere around that. I have to look down to really pull it up, and I have everything set up. And I don't want to do that right now. This does have 45 colors. And if I remember correctly, let me look over here real quick. We got 2 ABs, 3 fairy dust, and then 1 iridescent, which is a crystal drill. So yeah, as you can see here, I have a little bit of this section over here. This section is completely done. It's just poking a little bit on this side. I started doing a 100-day challenge that Shire Shenanigans did. It's kind of based off like cross stitch, one of those 100-day cross stitch projects and stuff like that. I used to do that a bit, like where you did like 100 stitches a day for 100 days to just get some work done, and I thought that was a good idea. And I asked her, hey, is it okay if I, make a video about this as well? All credit goes to her, because her idea was she's doing a section a day. And I'm like, I like that, but I'm going to put my own spin on it, and I'm doing a section a day as well. And but I'm only doing it on older canvases, so anything from 2022, 2023. I was going to just focus on 2022, but I decided to expand it to 23 as well. That way I have a little bit more, it's not as, I wouldn't say slim pickings, because I have like 20 canvases back in 2022 that I still need to work on, but that way I have a little bit more of a variety, because you can definitely change how I've changed my style a bit. Some of the stuff from there, it's still stuff that I would work on, but it's just now I have more, I like to integrate more. But yeah, I plan I'm going to work on this section, and then if I have time, I might work on a second section, depending on how I feel. But for the most part, I'm sorry. For the most part, I'm just going to focus on a section. Of course, Whip and Chat days are a bit different. If I finish a section as I'm talking, I will move on to a new one. But yeah, let's get started with this. I hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, I have been sick, and has been a miserable moment. I actually, before I move on, I actually had a different pen I was using, but I had to change it out. I didn't really mention it in my video that I'm doing a progress video of this, but I think I will mention it on day 2. But I had a perfect pen for this campus. In fact, I still have it over here. This beautiful pen, it's purple and it has stars and moons and it's so pretty. The only problem is I know you guys can see the problem. It's thick, it's chunky. And I tried yesterday, but my hand is cramping so bad. My wrist is cramping from using this pen, and I wanna love it because it's so pretty. I just wish that they had a pen on it with a thinner grip because that would have been perfect for me. So I had to go and find a different pen that would match instead. But that's okay. That is perfectly all right. But yeah, so a lot has happened in the last few weeks. Probably will not be able to go through everything, so I think I'll just cut down to just last week instead, to be honest. I did write some notes down, kind of things like little footnotes to remember like the more important things at least. But yeah, so like I said, I recorded yesterday, so I spent a good portion of the day recording and cleaning and, organizing the household, but we'll talk about the recording. So I did my month in review video. I finished that one. I took a small breather. I had my kids like kind of hanging around, although they were trying to be as quiet as they can be. There might be times where you might hear a whisper or something from them, but maybe not. But that will be coming up later on in this week. I've already done editing it. I just gotta I just finished rendering it, so I just now need to upload it and everything. But I figure Wip Chat might be the first thing you guys need first to get back into the swing of things. Let's see. What else has been happening? Oh yeah. So besides the month in review video, I also did an unboxing. So I'm definitely feeling rusty with unboxings and things like that. And oh my goodness, like, when you're still sick and you're trying your absolute hardest to make things sound cohesive, and when your brain still feels like it is under, like, goodness, in a fog, it is hard. It's hard to try and get an unboxing in. But that one is done as well. I'm going to have to listen through it and see if I really like it enough to post it. But it's my Diamond Delights things that I got from the 2 shop updates. There's actually another one coming up later this month. So, and she's just, my poor wallet, like, come on, no more, please. Like, seriously. But anyway, I'll talk more about diamond painting stuff in a little bit. Let's go with some life updates for now. Like I said, I caught a really bad cold this week. It was horrendous. I actually was kind of sleeping a lot all last week. I was in and out. I was just like, once we took the kids to school, I immediately went and lay down and took about 2 to 3 hours nap each time. And then, like, there was a point where it's like I would wake up after my nap and then maybe eat a little bit, and then I would immediately go back and nap another 2 to 3 hours. I was miserable. It was just like, what is going on? It was just, I had no fever, but it was just like, my chest hurt. I had, just, a stuffy head. I was coughing and everything. And I was miserable. So, I'm glad I'm feeling better. Still got a little bit of a stuffy nose. And everything. The week prior, so I'm assuming it's from the kids, because it could be from the doctor's visit that I had. I went to the oncologist the week prior to just normal standard visit. Had my CT scan already. Was going over the results. Everything's fine. They're still keeping an eye on the things that need to be kept an eye on. They got basically all the notes down of my newer symptoms that I was kind of complaining about, and just basically keep an eye on things. And I'm like, yay, okay. but yeah, just doing that. It was just funny seeing how it's always different. Like with CT scans, it always is. It's like with each time you have someone looking through your scan, they always write different things and stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's interesting. It's like same as exam before, but it's like there's no notations of the exam before. Of their findings and stuff like that. I mean, but yeah, let's see. Let me look over here. We had a 3.5-day weekend this week. So I know some people had like a 4-day weekend. We had only an early release day on Friday. And the kids were like clamoring to go home. I mean, like they were like just all week last week since I was out of commission. They were actually going to their friends' houses. It was almost every day. It was like, can we go to so-and-so's house? I'm like, okay. And it was like, can we go to so-and-so's house? Sure. And then at one point, even though I was just like, I was a little frustrated. But Jane is like making new friends. She's got a couple new friends, and there's a friend that's actually on the street, and she was trying to go to her house a few times last week, and she finally got to meet her one day, like, because apparently they kept missing paths and stuff like that, and she said she was going to go over to her house, and I'm like, okay, and instead, like, not even 10 minutes later, Jana comes home with this new kid and says, can we go and play? Can we play here? And I'm just like, I was going to lay down and take a nap because I was just feeling so drained and exhausted. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to just stay in the office and I'm not going to cough on anyone. I'm just going to stay far away. But it was just like her asking if she could go upstairs. I'm like, is your room clean? No. Then the answer is no. And I just, oh my goodness. She's definitely in the stage where Nicole was, where there's like, she's kind of pushing those little boundaries. She's starting to push back on things. The sass is coming out. I'm like, oh, I am not ready for this preteenness. No, I'm not ready. And then Michael, he's starting to, he's starting to get into it now, but not like to the extent that his sister is. But at the same time, I'm just like, there's going to be a moment when all three of them are going to be teenagers at the same time in this house. And I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. It's going to be a new adventure. Oh, and then I look up and, oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Oh, I'm so sorry. You were sleeping so peacefully and I scared you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. As much as I baby talk to her and say how sweet and stuff she is, we have a new nickname. So with Rigel, he's trouble, but with her, she's mischief because she's getting into things. And let me scoot my chair because I'm starting to slide back. So she's getting into things she knows she's not supposed to get into. While with Rigel, it feels like he's almost like an orange cat in disguise, which is like why he's trouble. She's definitely like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I think I want to do it anyway. And it's just like, you're lucky you're cute. But, oh, are you starting to purr again? So anyway, but yeah, so I got a little distracted, sorry. But yeah, anyway, so all week they were doing going over to a friend's house. Then one of her friends came over and, had to entertain them. And it was just like, of course, then she has to pipe up with, so I have my little recording stand in the dining room sometimes because I was planning on I tried to record last week when there was a moment when I actually had my voice and everything. And I couldn't because these little chaos makers were causing so much ruckus. Yeah, you were causing a lot of ruckus. But yeah, it was just, they were like just play fighting, crunching, just, constantly make a lot of noise. And I'm just like, can I just please do a thing? Oh, and we're stretching. Oh my goodness. Who's a cutie patootie? Who's a cute? See, I get distracted so easily. Oh, I would pan the camera over, but it's hard to move it right now. Maybe at the end of the video, if she's still here, I'll move the camera up for you guys to see her. I was able to do that with an unboxing. Wait, no, with my month in review. So if I don't do that here, you'll get to see her in the month in review at least. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to have Rigel just kind of hanging out and not walking on my canvases. But you know how cats are. I'll do what I want. Let's see. But yeah, so they basically, kid got to have her friend over. Kid got to see cats. Oh my goodness. It was just like, she just started, loving on the kittens and everything. So it was just like, well, okay, this isn't too bad. And I definitely, she was a sweet kid. It was just bad timing with me feeling miserable and everything. So, but anyway, she saw the recording arm and, she was asking, why is there, what's that all about? And then Jana pipes up with, my mom makes videos. And she goes, oh, and she goes, yeah, my mom has a YouTube channel, but I'm not allowed to tell you the channel. It's like, and then the girl looks at me and goes, do you make age-appropriate videos? I'm like, oh my God. It's come to that. Oh my God. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I do a lot of diamond painting content. And then she goes, I saw all those diamond paintings upstairs. So I have a stash hallway and a stash closet and a stash front door. And she was just like, I was just like, yeah, I have a lot of diamond paintings. And she's like, I see. And you do videos on all that? I'm like, yeah. She goes, can I know your channel? I'm like, no. No, thank you. It's like, no. I'm like, I just, no. No. I do that all. I just like don't want my kids telling other kids about my channel and stuff like that. And it seems like they just constantly, I mean, I know they're proud of me, but it was just like, guys, you can't tell everyone my name. It's like, please. But apparently they told teachers, and I'm like, oh boy. Because you guys know sometimes there's times when I've griped about a certain teacher. So hopefully they never watched the channel. Cross your fingers. Whoops. But hey, I was true. I'm being truthful with the gripes, so I'm not going to take back the gripes. All right, we're done with that color. Let's put this up. Part of last week also was they started doing the fundraiser. It's just like we're barely a month in and we're already fundraising and stuff like that. And they had like only a week-long fundraiser kind of thing. And they did something like for every kid who basically registered and stuff like that. You didn't have to donate. It was just basically a school-wide goal. And they gotten to do basically what's called a color run. And the kids got to run around. For Michael and Jana, luckily it was at the later part of the day. They get to run around while the staff throws like colored cornstarch and stuff like that on them. So when they got home, I definitely sent in a change of clothes, but but they were they had so many different colors on them. It was just like, Michael had so much blue and green in his hair. And then, so I was like, okay, go take a shower. But the funny thing was they took a shower and then they went out to go to hang out at a friend's house right after. And it's like, his friend's mom is a teacher over at the school. So they already asked the teacher for permission to come over to the house for the day. So that way it's just like, can we come over? So that way they get a yes or no answer. So they don't have to go over and be like, oh, he's not available. He's already available. So I was just like, okay, sure. I'm like, here was like going, oh, well, I thought that, she probably wouldn't want to deal with that and everything. But nope, she was like, yep, come on over. So I was like, okay. So it's just funny how they took a shower and then they have to just come come back home and take a shower afterwards. But it didn't matter because Michael came out and said, I can't get any of this stuff out of my hair. And I'm like looking at it. And I just grab a damp paper towel and just start scrubbing at his head. And he's like, you're hurting me. I was like, I wasn't hurting him. But I was like, okay, sorry, But I was just like wiping it down. I'm like, look, it's coming off. But so I was like, can you please try and take a shower and focus on actually scrubbing your hair. Like I'm knowing it's going to stain. It's going to stain, but some of the stuff you didn't really do a good job cleaning out. So I know you're probably in a rush and you want to go see your friend, but please, when you come back, clean up. So it was just like, but his ear was just bright blue for a day. It was so funny. But yeah, Jana had like so many different colors. She had pinks, yellows, purples, blues, greens, everything. It was just like, it was funny. Like even a little bit of orange, like on her hands. It was just like, she had a blast. She had fun. And then on Friday, it was early release day for all 3 kids. And for Michael and Jana, they got to have, I'm trying to think. They got to have a pajama day for early release day, and I was just like, okay, I didn't really get any news about pajama day, to be honest, but they were both adamant that there was a pajama day, but there was nothing in the notes or anything like that. But I felt a little bit better when we got to the school and I saw a bunch of kids wearing pajamas as well. So I was just like, well, they won't be the only ones. So there's that. So it was just like, okay, that's great. Whew. Sigh. Sigh of relief. Yay. Goodness. So we were, that was a bit of what been going on for the week. The funny thing was with Nicole, we had to, even though we had an early release date, we actually had to take her out even earlier on Friday. So just before lunch, I think. No, she had lunch, and she complained about the lunch because she had an at-home appointment with for her infusions and stuff like that. So we gotten basically insurance and stuff to cover infusions at home. I still won't talk too much about what's been going on with her. Nothing life-threatening, nothing concerning. Just she has to take this stuff every few months now. So, she got to be so excited about the fact that she got to go out even earlier, but she was kind of freaking out because she had a test that day, and her teacher was basically a very strict type teacher and was like no exceptions kind of thing. So we emailed her, since we still don't have all the accommodations in place just yet. We have a meeting. We finally got everything settled, and we have a meeting, but the meeting isn't until the end of this month. So there's only just a few accommodations in place right now, which means, which kind of sucks. So, so with this one, we were like, okay, let me email the teacher, which my husband did. My husband emailed the teacher, and the teacher responded back and was just like, okay, no problem. She can take the test during homeroom instead. And then Nicole was all like, that's not going to work because her homeroom is a French class and that's a high school credit. And you're not allowed to be removed from the homeroom class at all because even for like her extracurriculars and stuff, we had to sign a letter saying like a note saying, yeah, we understand and agree. But it's just like, there's got to be some give here because she's, she can't miss this appointment. This is kind of important. And she needs to make up her test. So, and she can't really have, she's supposed to have longer lunches too with these accommodations. So it's just like, she can't really take it during lunch either. It's just like, goodness. So hopefully when she gets home, we'll figure out, we'll find out what has happened, if she had to, what she had to do. So cross your fingers. But she was already kind of fretting because the teacher already graded her on the test and gave her a D and said, please, please see me to take, basically it said for missing tests. And it was just like, and then it says, please see me during homeroom time. And it was just like, so she was a little fretting about that, because she's like, but I wasn't in, that's not fair. I'm like, I know. She's priding herself because, like, she's showing me her, all of her, basically all of her grades and everything, and you see A's and, maybe a B or something like that, but mostly A's, and she's just like, this is my only D. I'm like, it'll change. Calm down. She's like, but why is she already grading me? That's not fair. I'm just like, okay, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. So we was like, well, maybe she needed to put something in because she has to. It's like, just calm down. It'll get changed. If it doesn't, we'll have a talk. Just calm. So yeah, just that was. she's feeling a little concerned, like a little panicky, but it's just like we'll get through this. We'll figure things out. We'll do things as best as we can. But yeah, this weekend was an even busier weekend. I guess it's just because of how sick I was. Like, everything just kind of coalesced, like, and things needed to be done, or things needed to be, get fixed or something around the household. It was a lot. Let's see. So some of the things we had to do was, before I keep going. So, like, earlier in the week, we're starting a chore list, right? So, we have a calendar thing that my husband bought back in July, I think. He bought it back in June or July. And it's like, it's supposed to help keep things up to date, write down the any doctor's visits or appointments or anything like that, things to do, a chore list, meals, like what you're doing for meals, things like that. And we haven't really done the chore list. We've been trying to slowly figure things out. I've been mostly using it to basically let the kids know what's going to be the meal for the day. Although I didn't really do anything like that last week. I was just too tired to really play around with it. My husband stepped up, though. He was like, he was awesome. He did most of the cooking all last week, and the cooking and everything. So it's just like, so he did a good job. Like, he was like, I got this, don't worry, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm tired. I did feel lazy, like, especially during the weekend when I was finally starting to feel better, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to do things. I'm still achy. I hurt. There was a point where, like, I start doing things and, oh my God, my muscles, like, you haven't really done much at all, like any exercise or anything, and it shows. So now your muscles are going to hurt, and they're going to yell at you for a day or two. And that's what they're doing right now. They're yelling at me. I'll explain. Excuse me. So we started a chore list. And some of the chores is, they're easy things, like unload the dishwasher, put up the dishes that's in the dish rack, put the dishes up, dirty dishes into the dishwasher, scoop the cat litter, things like that, sweep up, right? So Michael had the job of basically unloading the dishwasher, and then also he had to do to take the dishes out of the dish rack we had and put everything up. And everything was kind of set precariously and everything like that, because this was when I was still in the throes of trying to get better. And one of my Halloween mugs broke. He didn't drop it. It was just like when he was grabbing for one of the dishes, it got nudged and fell out off the rack, and then tumbled off the counter and then onto the floor, and whoosh. So he was oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh my goodness, I know I make a lot of sound effects. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, the purring means I'm forgiven. Oh, so cute. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'll stop. I'll stop with the baby talk. No. Sometimes I do it on purpose to my husband, not to you guys though. But I do it with I do the baby talk to the cats on purpose. Um, and just so that my husband's like, oh no, I'm gonna get sick. Oh my god, like that. And then I'm just so I ramp it up to 100 whenever he's like that. Yes, isn't that right? Anyway, so. So yeah, the poor kid, he was devastated. He thought I was gonna get mad at him. And here's the thing: we have never gotten upset about the kids about breaking, about glasses and stuff like that. I mean, they rarely do it, but still, it's like our thing is more like be just considerate of your electronics. Stop, leaving them laying around. These are expensive pieces of equipment. Please treat them with respect. So we get more onto them about that than than dishes and stuff like that. So it was like, yeah, it was sad, but at least it wasn't my Starbucks Dragon Cup, for when for the Year of the Dragon. At least it wasn't that mug, because that would suck a lot more. I would be really upset, but I wouldn't be angry at him, but I would be really upset. This one was a $5 mug at Target. It's like, maybe they'll come back out this year, maybe not. Maybe I'll just get something cute, a different cute one. It was like a little pumpkin one instead. So, but at least my trick or treat cauldron mug didn't get broke. So, I mean, like that one was my favorite of the two. So it's just like, it's fine. It's all right. My husband went and got and cleaned the entire place. There was a little bit of drama and stuff like that where he had to tell me to sit down, and it wasn't towards Michael, it was more towards Nicole, because Nicole was kind of freaking out, and then I was getting agitated because I was trying to be the parent, be the adult, and figure out what was going on, because I was just cuddling with I'm thinking it was Nova or something, and she was starting to get all, basically she was acting like she was the adult in the situation. And I was just like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it's just like, he was freaking out because she was getting all mad at him. So I started getting on to her, and it was just like, it was a big cycle. Lots of apologies and stuff like that afterwards, like the next day. So after all this cooled down, so but yeah, just wanted to make sure he was okay, and I couldn't even get to be able to check up on him because I had to actually, tell my kid, hey, who's the parent here? Me. There's been like just a little bit of issues where I don't know if it's just because it's the oldest kid syndrome or something, because even though I'm the oldest out of my sisters, like my raising was a little bit different from her. I try not to dump all the responsibility on Nicole. The one thing we've always said is you're a role model for your brother and sister. They look up to you. Please, please show them basically the correct way to act, kind of thing. It's not, we don't ask her to basically raise the kids or anything like that, like how I was when I was growing up. So it's just like, I don't know if this is just something ingrained to all, firstborn kids or what, because like I tried to make sure she doesn't get raised the same way I was raised. Because, but yeah, it's just, it was a little frustrating. And I don't know if it's just because, she was firstborn and I'm a firstborn and we just got that little clash going on or what. So, but yeah, had apologies and stuff like that, and everything the next day, which was good, especially since we had a spa day the next day, and well, not the next day, but we had the spa day like the day, a couple days after. So yeah, we had to talk right before the nurse came over to start her infusion process and everything. So thankfully that was good. And then like like I said, she had her little process on Friday. That was kind of fun. We had a little setup. We had the medicine and stuff sent to us so I could put it in the fridge and have everything prepped there. We even had the IV thing sent over. I mean, I would have loved this to have something like this when I was going through chemo, but I understand that that's not the case because like when I was it's literally an IV and stuff like that. There's no fancy machines or anything like that, and to help like pump it quicker or slower or anything like that. It's literally a nurse doing all this stuff and just keeping an eye on her and things like that, and then then she leaves afterwards and everything like that. But it would have been so nice to have something like that when I was like going through chemo, just so I wouldn't have to leave the house. But I understand why. I understand, and it's not just like having the machines there. It's a lot more, a lot more with all the medicine and stuff like that, and especially with the nurses having to gown up. and everything when they had to switch out my with my chemo drugs and everything. Oh man. But it would have been nice. It would have been really nice. Because I wouldn't have to travel. And I would have been in the comfort of my home. But that's okay. That part of my life is hopefully over forever. Cross your fingers. I'm always scared that I'm gonna be out of, like, it's gonna come out of remission. I'm always scared about that. And it's like, but other people keep saying that. It's a fear, and with the stuff that especially with the grade of mine, and then also the stage of mine, and then all the factors that happen, it's nervous for me to be extremely wary about it popping back up, especially since I do have some lymph nodes that haven't exactly gone back down, which is why they're keeping an eye on it. But they've been like there since I had the diagnosis, and one of them grew during the holding, but has now shrunk, but not to the point where it was supposed to be, like like for my first CT scan, like ever kind of thing. So yeah, just things like that. But anyway, so had that day done. Friday, kids came home. They got to see Nicole all hooked up. Michael was really interested in it. He was like hovering over. The funny thing was the cats were really interested. The nurse, she loved the cats, especially Rigel. Rigel, he was. It was just so interesting to see how Rigel acts. So Rigel's not a cuddle bug like this little one up here. It's funny how their personalities are different. We'll talk a little bit about the cats, and then we'll switch things back up. So with the kitties, so Nova, she's a huge cuddle bug, and she has a big purr engine. Like that little engine keeps going, doesn't it? Yeah. And then, but she doesn't make biscuits at all. I have never seen her made a single biscuit at all. Rigel, he will make biscuits all day till the cows come home, kind of thing. I have my favorite fuzzy blanket, and he loves that blanket. He will jump on it and will just constantly make biscuits on it. Doesn't matter if you're on it, if you're not on it, he just loves it, and he just constantly does that. He makes biscuits when I'm sleeping all the time. He'll jump on me and just start making biscuits the entire time. But he will not cuddle. He will not cuddle at all. He'll cuddle when he darn feels like it, basically. And that's usually at nighttime if I'm if I'm sleeping downstairs, or if I'm taking a nap during the day. He will come up and jump on me, and then will basically make his biscuits and then sleep on me. But the moment I start trying to hug him and hold him, he's like, "Nope, I'm out of here. Bye." Nova, on the other hand, she loves to cuddle. She doesn't come up to you for cuddles. She'll tolerate you, I guess is the best thing to do. But she'll let me just pick her up and just hug on her, hug her, hold her, love on her, and she'll snooze in my arms the entire time. I'll hold her like she's a baby. And she's just like, okay, whatever. I'll just sleep here and just purr the day away, So yeah, that's her. But she doesn't really, like I said, make biscuits. And she doesn't really she doesn't sleep with you during the nighttime. She likes her tree spots. She has her favorite spot is always the basket or like the very top perch of the cat tree. While Rigel actually has a couple different spots. He likes he likes my butt cushion is what we call it. It was like we got this cushion for my seats and stuff like that. Especially when I do retreats now, I'm taking that with me, so that way my hip will not be in pain and pinched. But he loves that. I usually like put blankets on top of it to make it even softer. So he will perch himself there. And then another spot he will perch himself on is right around on the bench so he can look outside the window. He'll look over there. And then one last spot is also on a one of our office chairs that we've set out in the living room. He'll stay in there. So those are like his little spots that he'll sleep around. But yeah, with Nova, she doesn't really sleep with you during when you're sleeping downstairs. But I have been surprised last week she has taken a couple of times snoozing with me. It's just because I haven't been feeling so well. I'm staying downstairs. Unfortunately, my husband's now catching my cold. So he's starting to clear his throat and everything. And it's like, yeah, you're starting to get all the symptoms I had. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be smooching me. Yeah. Anyway, well, let's get back to a little bit what catching up with the rest of the week here. So this weekend was jam packed. I mean, I'm already 40 minutes in. Okay, good Lord, this might be a little over an hour. So. Let's see. So it was jam-packed. So we had a spa day. I decided to do it on Saturday. So after she was done with her infusion, and that way she could be feeling better and everything like that. So wouldn't have to do it on Friday. So we did it Saturday. And basically we decided we're going to do, it wasn't spa day, it was spa night, to be honest. And I wasn't really feeling well on Friday still. I was still slightly under the weather. So my husband got pizza, I think. Think on Friday. I could be wrong. Some of this stuff's kind of blending in. I slept a lot. Like I said, I slept a lot. So not a lot of stuff I retained. But yeah, he got pizza so that way I wouldn't have to cook, which I'm like, thank you. But we were planning on going out for Chinese food on Saturday, but that kind of got canceled. We're not doing that until a few weeks now. But so spa day or spa night we have is it's the first time I'm doing this. I'm going to do this more often with both her and Jaina. Sorry. But not on the same time. So I'm going to try and give them their own days, and then also figure out something to do with Michael as well, just so that they have their own little me time, either with me or with their dad and stuff like that. So she wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. And sing along to it. So I'm like, okay, we can absolutely do that. So we started. I bought a bunch of stuff. I wasn't sure exactly how to do a spa day, to be honest. I have never really done the whole pampering thing, and I wasn't sure where to go with it, but I think I did pretty well. I bought face masks. I bought lip masks, those little under eye for your dark circles and bags, those little masks as well. I even bought those steamed eye mask things. Got some booties for your feet, so like feet masks and lotion up your feet. Let's see, lip scrubs, and she asked to basically get the little dermaplane thing so she's getting so self-conscious about she says she has a unibrow. I say she doesn't, but she wants to fix that. I'm like, okay. Plus she's in the point where she's like, I don't like hair on me at all. I can't stand it. So it's just like she goes and starts removing her hair from her arms and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, all right, sure, I'll get you the little thing. You already know how to shave. You're a teen. You know how to do this now. Okay. so, so we got those things for, and oh, hand lotions, and then, let's see, some, nail finals, and then, of course, my nail polish and cuticle treatment. And then snacks. I bought a bunch of snacks. We got so many like cookies and chips, and then of course my husband added the let's see, what did he add? He added mozzarella sticks and bagel bites, and then he got her some soda that she likes. We were going to grab some of the store boba, so we had some boba with us. But they didn't have it, and the time kind of got away from us, so we really wasn't able to get boba at all from anywhere. But that's okay, because it's just like it was a lot. It was a lot, but we had a blast. We had so much fun. She stayed up till midnight. I offered that she could sleep downstairs, so that way she could cuddle with the cats more. But she's just like, nope, I don't want to sleep downstairs. And this is why. She didn't want her brother and sister waking her up, because they wake up early and she doesn't. She was like, no, I'm going to sleep in. I'm like, are you serious right now? So, I was like, oh man, okay, well, okay, you go upstairs and I'll sleep down here, because I'm exhausted and I'm just ready for bed and I don't feel like moving. And I already have my CPAP down here for since I've been sleeping down here for a week, because it's just like I don't want to move. So my husband brought the CPAP down and was like, here you go, sweetie, pat, pat, pat. I'm like, thank you. But no, we had a lot of fun learning how to do things. We were being silly. We were singing. We were just snacking. So much snacking. Oh my gosh, so much snacking. I found these like toffee crisp cookies, and my husband's just like, he devoured them. He loves toffee. So next time, when I pick up some stuff, to ship from Walmart, not Walmart, Target, I'm going to throw those into the shopping cart. I've already did, actually. I have it in the shopping cart. Who knows when I will buy something from Target, but I have that, and then the dark chocolate one. So he'll be a happy man. Let's see. But I think Nicole's favorite was these, hazelnut, it was like these little rolled wafer cookies that was filled with chocolate and hazelnut, and she really liked those. So I think I'll keep those around for next time. But we still have so much junk food. I knew that we weren't going to eat it all in one night, but I thought it would be nice to have like just a variety. And then as we're snacking, we're wrapping things up. I'm doing like these little nail stickers, things that like are wraps and stuff like that for her foot. I wasn't going to put any on mine. I do not have the flexibility to paint my toenails anymore. Hopefully one day I'll have that flexibility back, but today's not that day. But no, she had fun. I was so glad that we had talked things over, and that we apologized for being heated towards each other from the day before, and then now I got to bond a little bit with her. And it's funny because the next day Nicole slept in. Like I said, she slept in. But Jana was wide awake. And I was like, okay, well, I need to do my nails. I was going to do my nails. I had already removed all my nail polish. I already filed them and shaped them. And I did all the nail prepping with Nicole. Like we were like making our nails, like we were doing the oil treatments and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I already did all that. So I just never had a chance to do my nails because I was focusing on her stuff, and then it was bedtime. I was just like, okay. So Jada was all like, can we have my nails painted? And I'm like, sure, kid. Come on. Come on over. So painted her nails. So I was doing my nails, then I was doing hers. So I have a thing where I like to wait and between each round, and I play like color pixels or Power Wash Simulator while I'm letting my nails dry, like in between each bit. So I know. Okay, we're gonna take a small little break. we're going to take a small little break. I'm going to pet the kitty. I can't help it. I got it. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to pet the kitty. I just got to. We'll diamond paint a little bit more. Let me make sure that won't touch the glue. And look at this baby. Look at this baby. I know, she's such a sweetie, isn't she? So, yeah, I painted her nails, and then I was painting mine, and Nicole kind of slept in until almost afternoon, and then she had her friend come over that day as well. So she had, wait, no, she didn't. She didn't have her friend. Yes, she did. She did. She did have her friend come over. Look, I am all over the place. Oh, and then also that the day before with the spa day and stuff like that was we were also busy building stuff. So we bought a brand new TV stand to replace the TV stands that we already had downstairs, and then a litter box enclosure. So it's like a little cabinet. So that way it can contain the smell and stuff like that. Michael's been complaining about the smell and everything. So this is why I say my muscles hurt a lot. My husband's volunteered me to do the cat box. I said, okay, I can do this. I needed a little bit of help. But, oh, so cute, such a cute baby. So I put that together and got that set up over there while he set up the TV stand, and then we kind of cleaned things up and got stuff ready for, and then we had to do the groceries and stuff like that for the end of the day, which is one of the reasons why we didn't do the boba stuff, since the store didn't have it. He just didn't have enough time to go pick stuff up. Although it's just like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Yes, I'm so sad. So yeah, so the next day, I wake up, I'm achy, I do the nails, I do my nails, I do Jana's nails. Okay, there we go. And then Nicole had her friend come over. And it was just like, so my husband's like decided he's going to smoke some pork belly instead. So we were going to chop it up and stuff like that. Oh my God, it was so good. It was really good. But yeah, we kind of took it a little bit easy that day on Sunday. But yeah, such a cutie baby. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Look at her. Like, seriously, look at this precious little thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, and stretchy stretch. Okay, we're going to move her back now. There we go. We'll just move her back. Hopefully I don't knock on the camera just a bit. There we go. All right, petting break is over. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot help myself. And then yesterday, so after her friend left and everything, we kind of tried to straighten up and stuff like that. But most of the work happened yesterday. So yesterday, we straightened up the living room a lot. So the old TV stand, it's kind of small, and we have two of them because we used to have like a game room before the twins grew up and needed their own rooms and stuff like that. So we cleared these little tiny TV stands and stacked them on top of each other, and they're now bookcases. So they're bookshelves. So we had Michael and Jana. I carried them upstairs. I had Michael help me carry the stands up the stairs one by one. And goodness, come on, stay put. The glue, not on the canvas, the glue on my pen just wants to keep it. So I use like a glue dot for the single placer. I actually need to have a sip. I'm so sorry. I have my coffee here that I have not drank at all. So anyway, so we moved the stuff upstairs. Then I had told the kids, go and do whatever you need to do to put books in there and stuff like that. Separated laundry, was basically prepping to get ready for school the next day. And then I had Nicole and we carried a good amount of diamond painting kits upstairs to put into my closet. So basically I haven't really organized my diamond painting kits, but they're now not downstairs anymore. They're upstairs. I will organize it so it's like more closely together. So all of that. And then where we used to have the charging station for the kids where they had their tablets and stuff like that set up. that is now kind of as a drink little table for the couch. So little side table right now. It's a little too big, but it'll do. It'll do. And then like where their tablets used to be on one of the old TV stands, it's now on the new TV stand and under drawers. We have drawers now, so kitties can't be climbing on top of them anymore. We don't want them to climb all over the place. So our electronics are a little bit safer. Which is a good thing. I am so glad. And then, so after all of that, you think I'm done for today, right? No. We're gonna trim the cat's nails because Rigel's nails, they're sharp. They're sharp. And I am kind of tired of being a pincushion for him. And there's times he doesn't mean it. He's just making his presence known. He's just wanting, he's like, it's literally, he's just walking and then just stretching with his paws. And then it's like, ow, 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 like that. So it was time to trim them. The scratching post did not work. So I was very nervous because I didn't want to hurt the kittens. I was so scared about hurting them, and I unfortunately hurt this precious baby. I was doing good. I was doing really good because I was just going a little bit. I didn't want to go too far, and then she jerked at one point when I was cutting the nail, and it cut a little bit too in, and I'm like, and the poor thing meowed so bad. I was like, I felt like the worst person in the world. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But she was so chilled with me doing her nails still after that. We gave her a treat and everything to help calm her down, and she was just like fine with me finishing up and everything. She is so chilled. Like we give them we don't give them baths, although I'm pretty sure they're due for one soon, but I do have like pet friendly wet wipes to kind of wipe them down when they're starting to get a little stinky from them licking themselves all the time, because they give themselves baths with all their saliva. Yeah. So just to freshen them up a little bit, but just not to bother them. We only do it like once a week. But Rigel, Rigel. They're complete opposites, these kittens. Rigel will throw a fit. He does not like the wet wipes when we groom him. He does not want to be touched. I have gotten, so you guys can't see it. Well, maybe you can. It's like very faint. This is like from the first time we gave him a bath kind of thing. And he needed it because he decided he was going to roll around in his litter box after he used it. So he definitely smelled very pleasant. And I said, you need to be cleaned. And he did not appreciate that I did not like his aroma. So, and he made his presence known about it. So it's healed up a lot, but oh man, it was a deep cut. I was just like, ow, ow. And I'm like, yeah, you need to be trimmed. But yeah, I have like another scratch like on my lower arm here from him like digging in, when I was like starting to trim his nails and everything. It was like ow, 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 ow. It was like a 3-person job with him. My husband was holding him. I was doing the nail trimming. I didn't get him, luckily. Unfortunately for this poor baby. So, and then Nicole actually was giving him a treat. He was like, she grabbed the churu, I can't pronounce it. It's the churu treats. So he was like just nom, 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 the whole time while we were trimming his nails. But their nails are trimmed. They're still pointy, just slightly. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother with it. I just wanted to get it less pointy, less dagger claws, not more. And yeah, that's been pretty much a lot that's been happening this week. I bought plane tickets last night. I got stuff ready for the retreat. I'm trying to prep for my retreat that I'm going to next year. I'm really excited. Yay, so excited. So yeah, I got that all set and ready to go. It's just like I asked my husband like, should we go for it? And he's like, yeah. Right now it's like it's the cheapest it's going to be. Might as well just do it. And like get it set. I'm like, awesome. So got that all set and ready to go. So that's going to be an interesting thing. I can't wait. It's like I'm feeling all hyped up again, especially since I know more of my friends on the Discord server I'm on are actually going to be there. Like I enjoyed all the friends that did come, but now we're having more, and now it's like, yeah, I get to see more of my friends. So that's going to be an exciting bit. So let's see. Let's start, I guess, going over. I guess we could go over. We already talked a little bit about the cats, and you probably don't want to know a bit more. I'm going to try and keep this. I already see it's an hour, so I'm not going to try and. I'm going to try and keep it under an hour too. So, let's see. We'll talk a little bit about the diamond painting stuff and everything. You guys already know that what I've been listening to is K-pop Demon Hunters nonstop. I actually started listening to Six the Musical again. Get myself hyped up and ready to go for that. Let's see. What color do I want to go with next? Number 5. Okay. Some of the things I've been doing, I'm trying to prep ahead of time. I've kitted up 4 kits already, so I'm planned for the next 2 months. I have this one right here. I have Sweet Tooth, and then I have Bubble Bubble Toil and Trouble, the Rainbow Spangler, where they're like making hot chocolate and everything. I got that one, and then I have goodness, I forgot the name of it. It's another Marilyn Casanave, but it's something that I bought off Amazon, from the Diamond Art Club storefront on Amazon. I just forgot. It's like Fall Friends or something like that. It's with because I had like 2 kittens that I gotten off there, and I done one last year, and now I'm going to do the second one this year. So I'm going to be working on that. And that one's a tiny one, so. And I was going to kit up a 5th one, which would have been Mushroom Cottage, but I just didn't have enough storage containers. I was just not done, and I was just so frustrated. It was just like, I have a lot of storage containers per se. I just don't have enough of the tiny ones, the extra small ones. So I'm a little frustrated with that. Unfortunately, I was like, dang it, darn. Let's see. What else have I been doing? I already told you guys I did my month in review, and then I did my Diamond Delights unboxing, and that was fun. With Rigel and Nova, hanging out in boxes there. Rigel was just making a bit of noise. I don't think he was making too much. But Nova, she was just snoozing. She was just snoozing like she always does. I did finish Galaxy, and I finished Tropic Like It's Hot. So those diamond paintings are done. I got those marked off my list, and you'll see that in my month in review that will be sometime this week. And then let's see. I started working on Carlac again. I got that one. I almost finished a row, and then I had to stop. With everything that was happening during the week, like with the week I was sick, and then it's just like all this weekend I foolishly thought I could finish finish the whole thing for the whole row for the week, but unfortunately no. Dang it. All right, come on. Stay down. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. So I already like I said, I kitted up. I already picked out all the trays. I have every single one of my Drills and Chills trays. So this one's the first tray that came out with BG's Bliss. So I have all of those. So yeah, this one's the 2023 one. So yeah, you can see that. And then I have my 2024 going with my Bubble Toil and Trouble thing, and then the 2025 is, even though that one has a cauldron on it and would be, I guess the colors are better suited for Sweet Tooth, so I'm going to put that with Sweet Tooth instead. So But yeah, and then one of the things, so I bought, I don't know if you saw the last 2 weeks, but that hurt my, I've been trying so hard to go on a no buy, and it's just, so I don't know if you saw, but Diamond Art Club released count them, two Roy Trend Sailor Scouts. Came out with Mars 1 week, and then the next week was Uranus. It's like, are you seriously? Are you serious? So it's like I bought Mars, and then the next week they came out with that, and I'm just like, no more. Okay, two's enough. Now I just gotta wait for goodness, who else is it Pluto? That's next, Pluto, and then Sailor Moon. That I think are the last ones. I have everything in my I have everything that has come out so far. So so yeah, it's just like, oh my god, I'm trying my best, and then especially this one was sorry, this one was pretty hard. I got one of my unicorns. So Luna Moth Witch. I got her. Well, she's not here yet. She'll be here soon this week. But I got her. I'm excited. Yeah, I got her off of a D-stash. So from one of the people. Thank you so much, Alyssa. I love you. Love you. I was so excited. I saw that was up for grabs, and OMG, I snagged it. I was like, I was just basically like, if no one else claims this, I want it. So yeah, I was willing to pay for the shipping and stuff like that, and it was a good deal. It was such a good deal, and I was just like, I'm like basically, it's coming to a good home. It's coming to me now. It's just like, when do I work on it? I almost wanted to work on it this year. I almost did. I'm like, no. So I might put it in my rainy day kit, my rainy day stash, and excuse me. I love all my diamond paintings. There's a couple, okay, asterisk. There's a couple where I don't love anymore, but that's only because certain artists and stuff like that has made me not love the artwork anymore. We won't talk about that. But most of my diamond paintings, I still love. I love all of them. There's just some that I love a little bit more. And those are going to be in my rainy day stash. Those are things that I'm planning to do as special special meetings and stuff like that, or if I need a pick-me-up, and stuff like that, because I mean, like, I'm not the one that coined the rainy day stash. That was Katie from Diamonds and Washi, but it's just like, I love the idea of it, and I love seeing other people do their rainy day stash, and I kind of want to do one. I really do, but at the same time, I need to do my stash video first. Maybe while I'm working on my stash video, I'll start setting aside stuff that's meant for my rainy day stash, and that might help me be a little bit more organized. Maybe. I really do need to plan out how I'm going to do my stash video. I'm starting to think I'm going to do it in bits and bobs. Basically grab stuff and show you the canvas and stuff like that, but you might be seeing different clothes, you might be seeing different nail colors as I'm editing it, because there's no way I'm going to be able to go through the entire thing all in one day. There's no way. And I want to have it like where it's the same artist. And unfortunately, I have not organized my stash in a long while. So some of the stuff that's from the same artist are now in 2 separate piles or in 3 separate piles. So I really need to go and figure out where they are all located. So I don't know when I'm going to... I don't know when I'm going to do my stash video. I know I want to do it. I've already planned for it. I want to do it and get it done, especially since I've already put out a community post about it, last month? So definitely want to do that. Oh, and then a few things that have come in. So my cross-stitch conversion came in last week. It came in on Friday, actually. Luckily, the nurse wasn't here when it came in. Oh my goodness. So, So yeah, it was like later on in the day, and it came through USPS, and that thing is so big. I will do an unboxing on that. I might need my husband's help. It's 11 pounds. It's 11 pounds, guys. It's 11 pounds. There's just this one tube that's just filled with drills. It's only drills. And then there's another tube that's just almost my height. So the width is 4 feet, 10 inches. And then the length of it is 6 feet and 4 inches. It's a big one. It's about the size of my dining room table. So I'm going to probably have to do the unboxing on my dining room table. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I do know I need my husband's help with how massive it is and how like just heavy it is. I kind of want to see if I'm able to, if he'll let me take a picture of him holding the canvas, because he's 6'9", and if the length of this is 6'4", he has about 5 inches, give or take, with this thing. Of course, it's not just the canvas, it's like also the extra width, with the border around it. So it's probably more like 2 inches left, maybe. So it's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna be big, and I really want to unbox it soon. I don't know when, but I want to get that unboxed and get that posted, because I want you guys to see it. I want to see it. I want to know. I'm pretty sure you guys want to know my reaction, because like right now I'm like, what did I get myself into? And it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't start this. Maybe I shouldn't start this until I start my stitch along one. So, which is good news. Flossie Fox Shop. Sorry, guys. I had to cut out. I my words got twisted, and I just said shop, and I said it's something else instead. Anyway, so the Flossie Fox Shop Stitch Along. I bought the drills and canvas for. It's on its way, and it's coming next week. So I might start my cross stitch conversion stuff with that instead. I might start that, and that way I got my foot in the door. I know what to expect and everything with it, and I won't feel as overwhelmed maybe, but it's not overwhelmed per se. I'm really excited. I'm really excited, especially to show you guys what it's going to look like, how it's going to look like. I'm like, I got so many ideas I want to do with it. It's just like, okay, how am I going to get this all done and, put together kind of thing. But yeah, that's on its way. I got my cross stitch conversion. But I was good this weekend. Though I was good. I behaved, because there was a Margaret Morales that came out, and I want her so bad. I didn't get, since when the mystery boxes came out, they had Night Melody, and that's it has moths, and I love moths, but I also love butterflies. And I'm butchering the name of the canvas, but it's Lumia, and it has a bunch of butterflies on it, and I just want it so bad, and I'm like, no. I was asking my friends and everything, and Discord, like, do you think this is going to get archived? They're like, they haven't archived a Margaret Morales yet. I think you'll be fine. I'm like, okay. So I wish listed. I made myself purposely busy on Saturday so I wouldn't be tempted to grab my phone or my or go on my computer to go and buy it. I ignored the computer, and that was for early release. And then of course, normal release came, and I had to make myself busy again so that way I wouldn't be tempted. And then apparently there was a glitch during the day. There was a glitch that where some of the stuff didn't come out with the normal release, so they had to go and fix it because it was weekend, there's no one there, blah blah blah. So they come back and it's like, actually these things are still in stock. And I was like, God, the willpower I had. Oh, I was almost weak. I almost bought it. But no, I'm like, no. I'm playing Baldur's Gate. That's what I did. I'm playing Baldur's Gate. So I ignored it, and I played Baldur's Gate with the hubby, and just was like, we're going to be good. We're going to be a good noodle. Right now, I am going to try. I'm not going to say I'm on a no buy, but I am on a low buy. I'm going to try my best to stick to that. And you guys already know some of my things that I'm going to definitely that are reasons why I will break it. One of them is now because I really like Rita Konya or Aria illustrations. I will definitely get those because they always archive those. There's a couple things that I want. Moonbound Studios is another that I will do, and you guys know Chrysabug, anything Chrysabug. Like I gotta get it. I gotta get the Chrysabug. And then of course the remaining 2 Sailor Scouts. So we're down to 2. We're not down to 4 anymore. We're down to 2. But since there's 2 Sailor Scouts that's already came out, there's already been a couple of Moonbounds that came out. There's been a couple of Chrysabugs that came out. I think I'm safe until Halloween stuff, until the Halloween release. Maybe, because you know I love Halloween. Halloween's like my favorite holiday, and I'm trying my best not to go nuts, guys. I'm really am. Cross your fingers, that I'll not go crazy. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to straighten up some of these drills that kind of kept getting messed up because of my glue dot here. But yeah, anyway. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Tell me what you think about my little guest that I have here, my little kitty. Oh, she's a little bit awake. She's a little bit awake right here. Look at this precious little girl. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, what a precious baby. But anyway, like I said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.